Good
22nd
morning, Mayor. Good
August,
morning.
Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Good morning. Paragraph number 3, in the middle of paragraph number 3.
Number
Yeah,
6?
continue on,
No,
Mayor.
3, Lou. Number
Three.
3.
Three.
We're right. Yeah, we're right where we left off yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's see. V'tireh shem acher chatu shel adam harishon hine nitarav atov v'ra v'nichvosh tachtav.
Vitira, and you should see. After the chet, the sin of Adam Arishon.
Okay. So hine nitarav atov v'ra v'nichvosh tachtav.
After the sin of Adam Arishon, that which is good became mixed into that which is raw, and nichvash tachtav, and became subjugated to it.
Oh,
The tov became subjugated to the raw.
okay. Let's see. Ubizman matan Torah hine yatsa hatov mitoch hara v'nitgaber v'shalat.
Time of the giving of the Torah, the good was now free from the raw, and it became dominant and successful over the raw. And with Klal Yisrael's acceptance of the Torah, now there was a reinstatement of the supremacy, the dominance of Tov over Ra, which had not existed since the time of before the Chet of Adam Arishon.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So Aval higia letzeit masro ulehitchazek ba'atzmo.
אבל הגיע לצייס ממאס רוי לסחזק מעצמו, when it came time to reach that stage where it would be unbound from its connection to the raw, the schazik ba'atzmo, and now it is independently strengthened.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. V'nishar hara nifrad mimenu omed b'fnei atzmo.
Right. And now the raw is now separated from it and is existing independently on its own.
Okay. Ach la'atid lavo hine yishtalem v'hatikun hazeh.
Then in the future, this is going to be perfected, this rectification.
Okay. V'hatov yichbosh et hara v'gamrei. Wow. V'yeh hatov sholet levado.
That the in the future, when this rectification is going to come to its absolute completion and perfection, then it's going to be completely subjugated the Ra by the Tov, and it's going to be a independent absolute rule of Tov in and of itself, without any competition. I mean, even after Matan Torah, there was still competition between Tov and Ra.
Right.
But in the future, there's going to be no competition between Tov and Ra.
Mm. Okay.
No competition between what?
Tov and Ra.
Oh, Tov V'Ra. Oh, okay. Good and bad.
Yes.
No competition between good and bad.
Now there's competition between good and bad. You take a look at all the things in the world that you see. You see basically what you're seeing. You're seeing a competition between Tov and Ra. Right?
Isn't it rather that the Ra wants to get rid of the Tov?
If it could, it would, but it's not.
It- But
Since Matan Torah, that's not going to be possible. Once we accepted the Torah, so now both the Tov and the Ra have independent existences, and they can't be eliminated. There'll be times when one could possibly triumph over the other, perhaps even temporarily, perhaps, and then it may revert to another situation, or it could be reversed. But it'll only be in the case of the future where it'll be a complete subjugation of the Ra to the Tov. But until that time, there'll be a competition between the two.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Sure. Okay. That brings us to paragraph number 4.
Okay. So it says V'anan hazikuk harishon shenaaseh latov.
Rabbi, could you get rid of the things on top of the text?
Oh, you see that also? You get that there also?
Yes.
Yeah.
How's that?
No.
So
Yes.
now it's
Better?
good. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Okay. So V'anan v'chizuk harishon naaseh latov.
so the first reinforcement is that was made to reinforce that which is good, right?
Okay. Naaseh al yidei shofar dematan Torah.
Oh, so that first reinforcement of the Tov, right, that was accomplished at Matan Torah, that was done through the medium of the shofar.
Ah. Okay. V'hu inyan kol hashofar holech v'chazak.
And that's what it means, that the sound of the shofar, right, holech v'chazak, it continually, it grew and became stronger.
Ah. Okay. Shamat hitikun, or hatikun, I guess. La'atid lavo, hatov yinatzach, nitzachon, oh, gamor.
Right, so that's going to be a shlomes hatikun la'asilava, and being the completion of this rectification will be in the future.
Huh. One second. What happened to my screen? Okay. Oh, where is everybody?
We see you.
Okay, I guess I'm in the wrong view. No, okay, one sec. Oh, good. Okay, now I see everybody. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so where did I leave off? Nitzachon Gamor. Let's see. Gadol. Let's see. Okay, so Gamor. Okay. Gam hu yiyal yidei shofar. Okay. V'hu inyan yitaka b'shofar gadol. Ulefi shetikun ze yihye gamor ma shelo kemotu nikra shofar gadol.
Right. So this final completion that is going to repair what needs to be repaired, which is going to take place in the future. That the Tov will Nitzachon Gomer, that which is good will triumph ultimately, completely. Gam yeh al yedei shofar, that will also take place through the shofar, just as it took place partially at Har Sinai, Matan Torah. It also will take place in the future or through the shofar as well.
Oh. So what's Ze Yihye Gamor Mashalo Haya Kamotu Nikra Shofar Gadol.
Right, Lefi Tikun Ze Yeh Gamor Ma Shelo Hayeh Kamoso. And according to this rectification, which is going to complete it, what hadn't been there beforehand. That's called the shofar gadol.
Oh, okay. Ulam needs to yanu litkoa b'shofar b'rosh Hashanah.
Right. However, we are commanded. We have a command to blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah. Okay. L'chazek hatikun ha'asui kevar b'matan Torah ulahazmin ha'atid liyasot la'atid lavo.
Okay, so our command by Kadosh Baruch Hu to blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah, symbolically, it stands between the two times when shofar has and will be blown. At the time of the giving of the Torah, where a serious rectification of this separation of Tov from Ra took place, until the final blowing of the shofar gadol, which will represent the final dominance and supremacy of the Tov over Ra, completely and absolutely for all time. That'll take place in the future. And we, on Rosh Hashanah, we are, through our blowing of the shofar, attaching ourselves to that shofar that was blown at the time of the giving of the Torah, when it began this separation of Tov from Ra, which will eventually culminate in the complete dominance and supremacy of the Tov over the Ra.
What does that mean for the role of the shofar after that?
There'll always be some type of a, because there are many other things that are involved in the blowing of the shofar. This is one particular way of looking at what the shofar is doing for us and accomplishing for us, right? But there are other. Don't forget, we learned at the very beginning, Mesim is dependent upon the shofar, right? Right. So it's another stage, even in the ultimate future. Tov dominates in his supremacy over the Ra. Nevertheless, there'll still have to be a time period where we have to wait for Mesim to occur, which we accomplished through the shofar. So there'll be definite purposes and necessities for the shofar in the future as well.
So will the Ra be inactive, ineffective, or not there at all?
It won't be there at all. Now it's separate. It's told Ra, and they're in competition. And in the end, it'll be completely dominated and I would imagine eliminated. I'm not 100% sure, but I imagine it'll be eliminated as well.
Aren't we going to be in trouble then?
What do you mean by trouble?
Well, how will we know that we're doing good? How will we know that overcome?
That's what Chazal tell us, that it's going to be when our person's not going to get rewarded for mitzvahs in lesser level. There's no reward for mitzvahs because we won't have any Yetzer Hara fighting us. So it'll be a completely different situation. We have to come to terms with doing the mitzvahs now. Now is our opportunity to do the mitzvahs. You can't wait because in the future it's not going to be an opportunity in terms of rewards. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. V'chein keneged zeh nisader haseder b'tfilah le'orer oto karaoi.
And therefore, this was mentioned in the arrangement of the prayers that to arouse us properly, right? Therefore, we want to make mention of this in the order and arrangement of our prayers as well.
Okay. Nimtzeu klali ha'inyanim ha'ro'uyim lehit orer b'yom zeh shlosha v'heim. Oh, okay, that's different.
Nimsa klali ha'inyanim ha'ro'im lisorer b'yom zeh shlosha. So therefore, it's proper that we should be aroused for three separate different things during this day of Rosh Hashanah.
Okay.
And those three things are
V'heim machuyot zikronot v'shofrot v'hatikun. Or maybe that's different. Okay.
so you have here the three major parts of our prayers of Musaf on Rosh Hashanah: Malchus, Zichronos, and Shofros.
Okay. Let's see. V'hatikun asara psukim l'chol echad mechasdarim.
And so there was this. Go ahead.
No, okay. Keneged asara mamarot v'heim sod eser ha sefirut.
Right. So they made this arrangement of Malchus, Zichronos, and Shofros. Each one of these segments contains 10 psukim, which are parallel to the 10 statements that HaKadosh Baruch Hu made to create the world with. And this is also the foundation of what's known as the 10 spheros. Those are the 10 various levels of spiritual elevations that take place going from this world to the highest worlds in the spiritual realms. Oh. Okay, so that brings us to paragraph number 5. This is now Derech Hashem, also the Rav Chaim Moshe Litzatoi. And let's say for Derech Hashem.
Okay. So it says, let's see. Ach inyan hashofar b'Rosh Hashanah to
Right. The concept that's behind the shofar on Rosh Hashanah is as follows.
okay. Hine b'yom zeh hakadosh baruch hu dan et kol ha'olam kulo u'mechadesh kol hamitziut b'vechinat hasivu hechadash.
So we have here on Rosh Hashanah, the day of Rosh Hashanah, it's a day where Kadosh Baruch Hu is done as he's judging the whole universe. Mechadesh kol hametzius, the bechinas sivuv hachadash, and he renews all of existence in a new cycle of existence.
Okay.
Could you repeat that, please?
And on Rosh Hashanah, Kadosh Baruch Hu judges the whole universe. As Mechadish Kol HaMetzias, he renews all of existence. Bebechinas Hasivuv Chadash. He's renewing all of existence with a new guiding principle behind it. Meaning the new year, and this is what the new year is. The new year is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is judging the whole world, and the decrees that HaKadosh Baruch Hu that is making on Rosh Hashanah are going to be the principles and guidelines by which everything in the universe will happen and occur according to these new decrees and principles that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is putting into effect on Rosh Hashanah. A new ball game. It's a new ball game. Lahavdil. When when a new administration takes over the government, right?
Mm.
So you've heard that expression, Mayor, right? A new administration's and there's a new administration in Washington, right?
Yep.
You've heard that expression before, right?
Sure.
So that means things are going to be different, right?
That's correct.
Right.
There's nothing in the previous time that was worth preserving.
I don't know. Everything is renewed. Everything is renewed, right? What if anything remains from the past? I'm not so sure. I don't know.
Yeah, we say
Right.
that every day. That the day is the days are renewed, or the day is renewed. Hamechadesh b'tuvo.
Right. Kadosh Baruch Hu's mechadesh kol yom b'tuvo. Right.
Right.
We say that in the that's after Baruch Hu in the beginning of the davening, just for the first Baruch of Kriya Shema. Right.
Right.
Right. B'tuvo mechadesh b'kol yom tamid maaseh v'reishis.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on a daily basis, right? So again, when we're referring to a complete renewal and a complete regeneration of everything in the universe, a reconstruction of everything that's in the universe. So it's true. I mean, if you take a look physically, things don't look too much different between the first day Rosh Hashanah, the second day Rosh Hashanah, and Tzom Gedalia. Things don't look too much different. But in terms of the spiritual causes and effects of things which are going to happen, it's like we said, it's a whole new administration. There are different, completely different guidelines and decrees which are functioning now, which will be causing the various different things that happen in the physical world to happen.
I guess it's no accident that Chadash and Chodesh have the same letters.
Oh, yeah, very good. That's right. A very good point.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Okay, so v'hine nistarim Sanhadrut, I guess. V'ne'erach hadin al kol hayitzur kefi sidrei hadin ha'yon.
So it says here that hinan hanis darim hanis hadrois benare hadin al kol hayitzur kol sidrei hadin ha'elyon. That all of these arrangements, which are in the matrix and arrangement according to the judgments for each and everything that's created, each thing kafi according to Sidri Hadin Ha'elyon, each thing according to the determination of the judgments which are made above. Everything is going to be guided by those decrees and judgments which are made on Rosh Hashanah in what we call the yeshiva, based in Shamayla, in the high Supreme Court in heaven.
Okay. Ukamo, which is a charnu, the helech sheni, the haktigar, Mizdamim, Liktrog, Kafi, Avonotehem, Shel B'nei Adam.
As this is all according to what we mentioned in the second section of the Sefer. We didn't quote that here. Okay.
So the Haktigur is the accuser?
Yes, right. Prosecutor, the prosecutor, the accuser, prosecutor.
Okay, Mizdamim Liktrog Kafi Avonotehem Shel B'nei Adam. Oh.
So the prosecutor is prepared to make accusations according to the sins of people.
Uh-huh. I guess the more sins you have, the busier he is.
Yeah, the more material he has to present.
That's right. Okay. V'hinei tziyuno Hakadosh Baruch Hu likoa b'shofar.
So therefore, since the prosecutors are prepared to make accusations according to the sins of people, so the command of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is that we should sound the shofar.
Oh, okay. Let's see. V'hakavana bo lehamshich hanahaga b'rachamim v'lo b'tochef hadin ule'arvev hakitrov shelo yikatrog. Yes.
Right. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu commands us to blow the shofar, and the kavanah, the intention of this is lahamshich anhaga rachamim, to bring forth a aspect of mercy, v'lo b'tochef hadin, and to not allowed to be a full force of judgment, and to confuse the prosecutor that he should not make the accusation.
Ah. Wow.
That brings us to paragraph number 6.
Okay, 6. Let's see. Hine kavar ve'arnu b'helech sheni. Okay. Shekemo she'ein midat hadin. No tenet sheyagia tov l'bnei adam im lo yizku lo kain mechok hamishpat atzmo hu.
So now it's already been explained in the second chelik. This is again in the Sefer Derech Hashem. Kamosha ein midas adin nisenis shegia tov lebnei ha'adam. That according to midas adin, it's been explained in the second part of the work of the Ramchal of Derech Hashem, that midas adin is not going to allow good to come to people, right? Imlo yizkula, if he's not meritorious for this, if he doesn't have merits for this. So, because there is this aspect of judgment which prevents good to come to people unless they are really meritorious in and of themselves according to the strict judgment itself. Meaning, if through judgment they're appropriate to receive good, then very good. If they're not, according to strict justice, they're not going to be allowed to get a aspect of good, right, unless they deserve it and can prove through judgment then that it's coming to them.
Okay. Let's see. B'ma'asim min hama'asim shi'asu b'nei ha'adam.
That everything is going to be developed and judged according to the behaviors of the different things that people have done.
Oh, okay. Let's see. The lame, I guess. Hagamul hara'oi lahem lefi inyanam.
Lefi inyanim.
Oh, inyanim.
Inyanim, right? Inyanim. V'hagamalam gemul roi lehem kefi inyanim. That the reward that they receive is going to be befitting each according to the situation. Inyanim, like the situation.
Ah, right. Okay. She yinuhag imahem b'klal dinam rachamim ubechemla below yidukedak alehem bidak duk gamor.
That HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to be interacting with them in a general way of judging them with mercy and compassion. He's not going to be completely, absolutely analytical of them and their behavior.
Okay. וכעניין מה שאמרו חכמינו, זיכרונם לברכה, ראש השנה, כל המעביר על מידותיו, מעבירים לו על כל פשעיו, I guess.
Right. He won't be completely analytical with them to the absolute level of pure strictness. This is what we say in the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, Daf Zayin Amud Aleph, Kol Ma'avir Al Mavasav Ma'avir Lo Al Kobos. Anyone, this is referring to people now. Any person who's going to be not standing on principle of his character traits, then it's going to be in times of the judgment, it'll be overlooked his failings as well. Okay, I see it's 10 to 10. Maybe let's make a note that we'll pick up again from here, this paragraph number 6. I don't want to rush through this. We're not going to finish it. So let's make a point that we'll pick up again from here in paragraph number 6 tomorrow.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Great. Very good. Thank you, Roy. Hope you have a good afternoon.